Mario,
Mario.
Daniel, what's up? William, what's up? San Francisco Niners, Empire. What's going on, guys? Audit Press, JKP, what's up? Omar, Evan, what's going on, guys? Good morning. Kohan, what's going on, guy? Amanda, you guys good? Are you guys good? Hell yeah. Respect to all you guys. Thank you guys for being here. Dale, what's up? Gang of Fear, New Hampshire. Hell yeah. Is that down? So just wanted to give you guys an update on the arrest in Lancaster. So hit that like button for me, guys. Let's get a couple more people in here, and then I'll give you the update. Give me a thumbs up for staying out of jail. This is how we stay out of jail, guys. Woo! Doesn't get better than this. Give me a thumbs up, guys. Let's let people know that SGV News is staying out of jail. Oh yeah, appreciate you, Albert. Adelbert. Hell yeah. The apocalypse. Why not 420? Is that down? Alright guys, so as you guys know, I was arrested in Lancaster and they pretty much stole all my equipment. The sheriff department decided to take possession of not only myself but of all my equipment and never returned it to me. Just to find out that they're gonna decide not to file charges, as I had a phone call with the district attorney yesterday. Yeah, I was just arrested last month. Was it last month? I was arrested last month in Lancaster. I was cop watching, and a cop, the Butthurt Patrol was there. I wouldn't say the police were there that day. It was the Butthurt Patrol that showed up to enforce their feelings and decided to feel that I was too close to their interaction and arrested me for 148A, which is obstruction or interfering with a peace officer or any public official in the course of their duty. So it turns out that the DA did not find anything wrong with the situation I put myself in that day. As a matter of fact, in the police report, they lie. And this is where I have a problem, guys, because in the police report, from what the DA is telling me, because I haven't even seen the police report myself, but the DA is telling me that the police report states that I was within 4 feet of the interaction with the police and the guy that they were trying to detain. They said I was 4 feet away. Okay, so these are the lies that public officials, especially the police, will put together to try to convict you of a crime, to make you a criminal, guys. I'm not even a criminal, and they want to make me a criminal. I don't understand. So these are the lies that they will put together, and they will try to convict you on based on their lies. So it's very important for you guys to always film the police. Always film any police, public official interaction. Somebody comes knocking on your door, DPS, anybody, start filming them. You have the right to do so, and this is the reason why. Because they will make up lies. They will they will make they will make you a criminal. You don't even have to break the law and justify that, justify their false report, and push it through to try to get me arrested and charged for a crime that didn't even occur. So, I encourage everybody to always film the police. Always film the police, guys. Don't ever say a word to the police without your camera rolling. And if they take your equipment out of your hands, you got to make sure to tell them to not turn off your cameras. Do not turn off your cameras. They don't have the right to turn off your cameras in the first place, but most of them want to, they want to stop the recording. So you got to make sure and say, you do not have my permission to turn off my cameras and do not touch any of my equipment. Look at all the haters in the chat that hate that I'm not going to jail. Is that down? Give me a thumbs up for all the haters hating that I'm not going to jail for not breaking the law, guys. Crybaby bitches. Give me a thumbs up for all the haters that swear I was going to jail, that swear I was going to get charged with 148. Give me a thumbs up for those guys. Oh man, if you guys aren't giving me a thumbs up, that's because you guys are a hater too. Look at you. Look at you. If I don't have 318 thumbs up, that means that half of you guys are here because you hate me. Is that down? Is that down? Look at how many haters we have here. This is amazing. Hell yeah. Woo! Love it. You gotta love it, guys. But so that's the story, guys. Lancaster Sheriff Department needs a lot of education, and it looks like they need a lot more exposure out there. They're not getting enough exposure. They're not getting exposed at all, actually. So somebody needs to get out there and film the cops. But just be safe about it. Keep your distance. Definitely keep your distance. It's very important to always stay at least 10 feet away, and record where you're standing. Always point the camera down to where you're standing, so that in the video it's very hard to measure where you're standing and where the camera is pointing at, because when you zoom in you lose some of some of those footage. So you need to make sure to record where your feet are standing and measure all the way back to where the interaction is. So very important to remember, guys. This goes without saying. Film the police. Don't get caught up in a situation where they're trying to claim otherwise. No, I'm on my way to work. I'm one of those people that have a job and film when I have extra time. Is that down? So I'm on my way to work right now, Luis. Sorry, I'm not on my way to Lancaster. But okay, so we just gotta be more cautious out here, guys, because they will arrest us. Did I get arrested? Not today. I got arrested in Lancaster about 5 or 6 weeks ago, and they wanted to charge me with PC 148A1, which is the toughest part of 148A that you can fight. 148A1 is really you're in it. When you're in it, you're in it, and 148A1 puts you in it. So that's how it is. You get arrested, you get falsely arrested, and when it gets down to the man, they start looking at it and figure that they have no crime being committed, except for the fact that the officer claimed that I was standing too close. But standing within 4 feet, I could even measure that by sight and know that standing 4 feet away is too close. But this is what they say. They had me promise that I was gonna, do the 6 foot order, or keep 6 feet distance at least. But even 6 feet is too close to the cops' interaction. So why would I even put myself within 6 feet? I'm usually about 10 or 15 feet away. Which link is the 148/1? Just Google PC 148. 148A1. Just Google 148A1. Yeah, well, we're gonna definitely keep our eyes on Lancaster now, because if they're falsely arresting me for filming them, imagine how many people they're falsely arresting just in general on the streets, just for profiling people and stuff like that. Yep. Cops stand for cause of people's stress. Name of arresting officer. I don't even have that much respect for the guy to know even what his name was. Hold on, let me see if I could pull it out of a magic hat. Oh dang. Look at this. This is my original baggage when I got it in Newport Beach. Dang. Dang. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't have the other paperwork in here, guys, but I'll try to put out a post with the information later on. Yeah, I seen the Hollenbeck video. That is out of control. For police to still act like that just goes to show that we need a lot more help out here. We need a lot more eyes on the streets. And thank God for that person that recorded that interaction, because this is the stuff that they get away with. And when nobody's looking, this is how they act. And you seen how that officer lost control and actually pulled his glasses and just threw them down on the ground like it's on. I know I'm winning, so I'm gonna be the tougher guy, and and expose my anger just a little bit more. Craziness. Negative. That's a negative. Getting hot ones. I'm on my way to work, my guy. So yeah, with that being said, supposedly I'm supposed to be getting my equipment back. Hopefully within the next 30 days or so. I would suppose. They have no reason to hold it now. I mean, they've already invaded my privacy for no laws being broken. So if they can invade my privacy and keep all my stuff and kidnap me, um, you know, like why do we even have this type of law enforcement in place where it seems like they're making false arrests, and the county, the state are the ones that are going to end up paying for it, because they're wasting all these taxpayer dollars. And well, actually, let me get that correct. They're putting us in the hole. They're straight putting us in the hole. It's not even the city county. We are the city county. They're putting us in the hole for their misconduct. And you know, I just don't. I think maybe it's time for more people to open their eyes. When it comes to stuff like this, straight out. Because if they're falsely arresting me and the DA, this is the third time I got arrested, guys, for 148. Well, the second time was for supposedly trespassing at Walmart, which also got thrown out. But the third time I got arrested, and all three times the charges have been thrown out of court. I don't have a criminal record at all. There's nothing on my record except for these, which they pigtail onto your record, even though there was no charges filed. If you look at my information, you still see these other charges that were resolved, but they don't show that I was charged or that I have a record for them. Trespass from your own house, is that down? Damn. Oh, it got thrown out. They all got thrown out, Calvin. They all got thrown out, even the Lancaster. And this is if you guys are just getting here, I had a phone call interview with the DA yesterday to determine if they were going to file charges, but it ends up that they're dropping all the charges, guys. There is no charges being filed from Lancaster. So, just pretty interesting stuff to be a part of, because that everything that law enforcement does to us as the citizens, as the people in the streets, it has to be measured properly, and we need, I just think we need smarter and stronger officers and deputies on the streets that understand the logic of law enforcement. Okay, that understand the logic that I cannot take this personal no matter what, because I'm enforcing a law. It's a written law that's word by word, and these guys are supposed to enforce that. But somehow I don't know. It's just their butthurt feelings, straight, plain and simple. It's just their butthurt feelings that get involved. They can't take any sarcasm. They can't take criticism. And the moment you call them out of their name, they start raging out. So I mean, why do we have these type of police that are not trained properly out here enforcing laws that are, they're enforcing laws that they don't even know about? Because obviously when they first, detain you, they're still trying to figure out what they're going to charge you with. And on that day that I got arrested in Lancaster, it started off as using profanity in public, and then I ended up getting arrested for 148 for interfering. But when that video, and when I put out that video, you're gonna see that we didn't even say anything to the officers. Me and AV Watchmen were actually there before the cops got there. So when they got there, we were already out there filming. So they became a part of our scene. We didn't become a part of their scene. They became a part of our scene. And so that's something to remember, you know, because if we were there, we were already there filming, and they became a part of our scene. But yeah, they just drag it out to be something that it's not, you know, and it just goes to show that law enforcement is not properly trained. I feel bad for the cops, you know, all the you know, the cops, the deputies, the officers, whatever, all the cops that they actually do try to do their job right, and they do take the extra training so they're educated. You know, I really feel bad for them, and for the ones that actually have respect for the people, you know, and know what their job duties are. I really do feel bad for them. What's up, Willie Czar? Appreciate you. Love the artwork, by the way. That is, and I meant to write you back on the artwork, but I'll get to that. But man, it just goes without saying, guys. Film the police. Do not let them get away with stuff. When you get pulled over, you need to pull out your phone and start. Even if you set it down on the dash or whatever. Even if you're only recording the audio, you need to capture something for your own evidence, guys. You know, it goes without saying. Do not let them get away with it. I'm actually going to work right now. I'm not auditing at the moment, so I don't know where I'll be. But, you know, you guys will know where I'm at later on. Gary, appreciate you. Thank you, Gary Snelling. Appreciate you guys all for joining for the update here. I know I'm just rambling on, but it's very important to spread the word, guys. We need to educate each other, because law enforcement only educates themselves on how to take us down. They don't try to help us to stay out of jail, guys. They don't do that. There might be one or two cops that you run into in your lifetime that will actually give you a warning and let you go. But most of those situations are based on a call that just came in, and maybe they have an emergency to get to. So don't take for granted that they let you go once and they might do it again, because guaranteed you caught them on a good day, guys. That's what it is. Unfortunately, there's not that many good cops out there. Hey. That's how we do it, guys. We gotta stay out of jail. You know, not only that, guys, but not only that they put me under arrest and put their dirty hands on me and everything, they stuck me in the back of their nasty, dirty patrol car that, you know, who knows who they had back there, and, you know, how many people they had in there since the last time it was clean. And I got arrested right when all this COVID-19 stuff, you know, came out. So, you know how to get there?
Huh?
You know how to get there?
¿De solo?
Get off on Pilot.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. So, shit, where am I going? I seen a video with a cop talking about how cops are using their badge and all that with abuse of power. Yep, that's what it's about. The abuse of power is what it is. You know, but you know, pretty much. Where am I at later on? I don't know. I'm gonna be with West Coast Digital later on, and we'll figure it out. I'll try to let you guys know where I'm at. Now that I'm not under any type of bond or anything like that, you know, it feels a lot better because, you know, not that I'm a free man, but I just feel like I don't have that weight on my shoulders anymore. So that's good. So thank you guys for being a part of the update. It feels good to put good news out. You know, for some people it's good news, others it's the worst thing they could have heard for the day. So it's the worst thing that you heard today, and if this is going to ruin the rest of your day, you're welcome. But I was saying, guys, about you know, when this all happened is right when the COVID, my baby bro, say what's up. When this all happened is when COVID first kicked in, and they put me in the back of their dirty car, and not only that, but they weren't wearing gloves at the station or nothing. So it was a pretty disgusting, you know, for us to keep our social distance and you know, to wear a mask in public and all this stuff and gloves and whatnot, and you know, for them to put you in a situation where they don't care about their cleanliness, and you know, they just, you know, even them themselves don't even care because they don't even wear gloves when they're searching you and stuff like that, and then to stick you in a holding tank with like 8 or 10 other dudes, and you know, everybody's just in there while all this COVID stuff is breaking out. You know, they kind of put you at risk as well. So, you know, it wasn't a comfortable situation to be in, knowing that even put in that situation, not only was I being threatened with criminal charges, but I was also threatened with with catching the disease, which is, you know, if you protect yourself and try to keep yourself out of that situation, and all of a sudden you got all these hands on you, you know, under detention and without choice, you know, you can't even sleep in your own bed. You gotta go sleep on a piece of metal with I wouldn't even say you could use it as a pillow mattress, you know. It's horrible. So there it is, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and let this one go for now, but just wanted to give you guys an update. Hopefully you guys can appreciate it as much as I do. But you guys have a good rest of the day, and be safe, and always film the police. Always film the police, guys.